Welcome back, my dear students. In the last class, we have discussed one really interesting theorem. So, chalo, let us recall that because it will be required to prove first principle of mathematical induction, and I believe that you might have already studied it in 11th standard. So, chalo, let us recall the studies theorem. So, if S is a set of positive integers and S is a set of positive integers means it is a subset of natural numbers असं तुम्ही गृहीत धरा, and if that set S contains 1, that is the first condition, and the second condition is if it contains k then it also contains k plus 1, then what happens is that set is exactly nothing but what? Set of natural numbers. So if we have any set satisfying these two conditions, then we will say that our set will be a natural number itself. So I have already told you the process yesterday. How does it happen? Since 1 is there in S, due to second condition, what is second condition saying? If there is k in S, then there is k plus 1 also in S. Now since 1 is already in S, so you simply add 1 in that, so you are going to get 2. So 2 is also there in S. Now since 2 is there in S, you add 1 in that, it should be also there in S, therefore 3 is also in S. Now again you add 1 more in that, so 4 is also there in S, again you add 1, 5 is also there in S, and this will be continued and you are going to get the entire natural number. Now we are going to use the same theorem in order to prove a very important theorem, that is first principle of mathematical induction, and this theorem is used to prove plenty of examples that are related to natural numbers. So let us see what the theorem is. So let P of n be the statement associated with every positive integer n. Means this induction principle is used if you want to prove something that is related to what? Set of positive integers, or you can say set of natural numbers. For example, if you want to prove 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on, the sum of n terms is equal to n into n plus 1 upon 2. Now you can see that this is related to what? Set of natural numbers. So this can be proved with the help of what? First principle of mathematical induction, आणि हे जे काही स्टेटमेंट आहे त्याला आपण काय म्हणत असतो? P of n. So if P of n is a statement associated with a positive integer n satisfying these two conditions, then we can say that हे जे स्टेटमेंट आहे ते प्रत्येक नॅचरल नंबरसाठी ट्रू आहे. ओके, आता दिसायला तर it is having right hand side and it is having left hand side. So how we use this theorem means somebody asks you the question, yes, tell me the sum of first 10 numbers, I mean 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on up to plus 10. Tell me the sum. Then are you going to count it? 1 2 3, 1 plus 2 kai 3, 3 plus 3 kai 6. It will take plenty of time. So the smart answer is you simply put n is equal to 10 in the above formula, and what you're going to get? 10 plus 1 is what? 11 upon what? 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10, and what is the answer? 55. And you might have already seen this problem before, but it is the sum of only first 10 positive integers. What if the other person is smart enough and he may tell you, tell me the sum of first 100 natural numbers? Then are you going to do it? 10 साठी तर सोपं होतं, but what about 100? You are going to add 1 plus 2, yeah 3, then 3 plus 3 6, then 3 plus 4 7, and you are going to continue. It will take plenty of time, but you can easily do it with the help of this formula. You simply put n is equal to 100 and you are going to get sum of that. So very useful result, but how to prove it? And we can prove it with the help of what? the mathematical induction, and that is the magic of this theorem. So what is the theorem saying? First of all, आपल्याला प्रूव्ह करावं लागतं की P of 1 is true. It is very important. The important step in the induction is we have to prove P of 1 is true. Then we are going to assume P of k is true, and with the help of this we prove P of k plus 1 is true. Just a minute. Fine. So we are going to assume P of k is true, and we will prove that P of k plus 1 is true. And if we are able to prove it, I will repeat what I have told you. पहिल्यांदा P of 1 is true हे प्रूव्ह करायचं, त्यानंतर P of k is true हे गृहीत धरायचं, assume this, and with the help of that try to prove P of k plus 1 is true. And if we are able to prove it, then we can say that this statement is true for every natural number n. Okay, now let us prove it. Now in order to prove it, as I told you, we are going to take the help of the last theorem. But you know, in order to use last theorem, we should have a set. So over here I am going to consider one set, and I will say let you consider that set. So I'll say consider, and my set is S is equal to set of all x belonging to n. Now I will not use the x notation, I am going to use the notation maybe n, or if it is confusing you, then better I will go for m, कारण की n ऑलरेडी इन्व्हॉल्व्ड आहे ना स्टेटमेंट मध्ये, त्यामुळे. ओके, सो आय विल से कन्सिडर s is equal to set of all m belonging to n such that P of m is true. Right? Now see what I am going to do over here. My plan is to prove what I have to prove actually. See that properly. I have to prove P of n is true for all natural numbers n. So I have considered this set. Now if I show that this set is exactly equal to set of natural numbers, then I am through, isn't it? Because it will imply that P of n is true for all natural numbers n. Because what is the meaning of this set? ह्या सेट मध्ये कोणते नंबर्स आहेत? ह्या सेट मध्ये असे नॅचरल नंबर्स आहेत ज्यांच्यासाठी P of m ट्रू आहे. म्हणजे जर P of m1 ट्रू असेल, इफ P of m1 is true, तर ह्या सेट मध्ये कोण जाणार? m1 जाणार. राइट? सो ह्या सेट मध्ये असे नॅचरल नंबर्स आहे जे की ही कंडिशन सॅटिस्फाय करतात. इज दॅट फाइन? So in order to use last theorem, what I am supposed to do is, since I am going to prove s is equal to n, एकदा की मी s is equal to n प्रूव्ह केलं, याचा अर्थ काय होईल की this P of m will be true कुणासाठी? for all natural numbers n, and that is what we have to prove. Right? P of n is true for all natural numbers n. फक्त इथे नोटेशन मी m वापरतोय, but notation doesn't matter since it is true for what? all natural numbers n. Right? So in order to use last theorem, मला काय करावं लागेल? मला 1 हा s मध्ये आहे दाखवावं लागेल. दुसरं म्हणजे काय? मी k belongs to s हे गृहीत धरणार, and with the help of this I am going to prove that k plus 1 belongs to s. आणि एकदा की मी हे प्रूव्ह केलं, according to last theorem, what can I say? This set is exactly equal to set of natural numbers. म्हणजेच मला काय म्हणता येईल की P of m is true for all natural numbers m, and that is nothing but what? P of n is true for all n belonging to n. नोटेशनचा पार्ट आहे ना, एक तर m वापरा किंवा n वापरा, that doesn't matter. Okay, is that fine? चलो then let us start with the proof. So I will say as P of 1 is true, it is given. आता P of 1 is true म्हणजे ही कंडिशन जी आहे ती कोणत्या नॅचरल नंबर साठी होल्ड होतोय? m is equal to 1 साठी. त्यामुळे ह्या सेट मध्ये कोण गेला? ह्या सेट मध्ये 1 गेला. Therefore 1 belongs to what? s. I hope you are getting my point. आता आपण काय गृहीत धरणार, आय विल से assume that k belongs to S, and with the help of this I am going to prove that k plus 1 belongs to S. आता k belongs to S आहे, याचा अर्थ काय आहे बघा, k हा S मध्ये आहे, सो k is going to satisfy this property, म्हणजेच काय, p of k is going to be true. I hope you are getting it. Therefore p of k is true. I should use capital P, right? Because in the statement of the theorem I have used capital P, so I'll say P, it is capital, and over here also it is capital, right? But क्वेश्चन मध्ये काय दिलेलं आहे, जर p of k ट्रू असेल तर काय असतं, p of k plus 1 पण ट्रू असतं, म्हणून मला इथे काय म्हणता येईल, therefore p of k plus 1 is true. Okay, by second condition given. Okay, it is using 2, the second condition I will say, right? And since p of k plus 1 is true, म्हणजे ही कंडिशन कोणत्या नॅचरल नंबर साठी होल्ड होते, k plus 1 साठी, म्हणून ह्या सेट मध्ये कोण जाईल आता, k plus 1 जाईल. So therefore I will say k plus 1 belongs to what, S. Therefore k plus 1 belongs to S, and मला तेच प्रूव्ह करायचं होतं, मी 1 belongs to S दाखवला, then I have assumed that k belongs to S, and I have proved that k plus 1 belongs to S. Therefore by last theorem, परीक्षेमध्ये असं म्हणायचं नाही, by last theorem you are supposed to state that theorem, and therefore I can say this S is equal to N, and therefore we can say P of N is true for all n belonging to N, and that is what we wanted to prove. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.